Hello everyone, my name is Cherie, and today I'm going to talk about 5 books about Hollywood that I love. Now today is a great day to be reading because PG&E turned off our power again to avoid wildfires from spreading, so I have been reading all day. And I thought, well, this would be a great time to make a video about books about Hollywood I love, and maybe you can read them if your power gets turned out. The first book I want to introduce you to is Adventures in the Screen Trade by William Goldman. Now, William Goldman wrote some great screenplays, and some great movies were made from those screenplays. And this book is filled with anecdotes about writing in Hollywood. And there's a very famous quote from him that says, "Nobody knows anything." The second book is called The Devil's Candy, Anatomy of a Hollywood Fiasco. And this was written after the movie for Bonfire of the Vanities came out. And it was a commercial flop. It had cost $47 million to make, and it gained only $15 million at the box office. Bonfire of the Vanities, the book, is a great book. I highly recommend it. The movie, look, when you are going from a novel to a film, there's so much that has to be taken out. And it's very hard to do great adaptations. So I don't know why I'm defending the movie, but anyway, it's one of those things that's really difficult to do well. And it's a fascinating book, The Devil's Candy. So what I would recommend is read the original Bonfire of the Vanities, watch the movie Bonfire of the Vanities, and then read the book, The Devil's Candy. And it will just give you an insight into, a Hollywood production gone wrong. The next book is also about a Hollywood production gone wrong. And I actually own this book. It is called Final Cut: Art, Money, and Ego in the Making of Heaven's Gate, the Film That Sank United Artists. I've read this many times. It's just fascinating. So it tells the story of how the director of The Deer Hunter followed up that Oscar-winning film with a movie called Heaven's Gate, which by the end of the first 6 days of shooting, it was 5 days behind schedule, and they had spent $1 million on 1.5 minutes of film. And it just kept spiraling like that. And again, this is one where I would, what I would do is I would watch The Deer Hunter, which is, a fantastic piece of art, then watch Heaven's Gate, and then read Final Cut, if you can find it. I think this might be out of print, but there should be Amazon used copies, or maybe copies in libraries somewhere. But it's, again, you just get an insight into how things can go wrong in Hollywood making a production. The next 2 books I'm going to talk about were written by the same author, and that is Bud Schulberg. And Bud Schulberg was a novelist and screenwriter, and he had the unique opportunity to see Hollywood as it grew from its beginnings into the 50s, 60s, 70s. I can't remember when he died. His father was an early Hollywood mogul, B.P. Schulberg. So Bud Schulberg just had, loads of firsthand experience to write from. And this one is called Moving Pictures, Memories of a Hollywood Prince. And this is kind of like his memoir. And it's just great. Just wonderful stories and just tidbits about old Hollywood. So if you like that kind of stuff, definitely check this one out. Now, the one that he's really known for, Bud Schulberg, is What Makes Sammy Run. And this is just a fascinating novel about a Lower East Side New Yorker who climbs the ladder to success, going from newspaper copy boy all the way up to Hollywood mogul. And he does this through deception and betrayal. And it's just fascinating. I've read this many times. This is a library copy, but I have my own copy in storage. Great book, What Makes Sammy Run. Definitely check it out. In addition to this great novel from 1941, he won the Oscar for his screenplay On the Waterfront, and that was in 1954. After that, another film was made from one of his screenplays. It was called A Face in the Crowd. If you have not seen A Face in the Crowd, please see it. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. The Schulberg touch, I mean, he just has a point of view, and it just gets you. I hope you were able to discover some new books to read in this video. And if you have any favorite books about Hollywood, please write them in the comments below. I hope you have a great day. I hope your electricity is on, and I will see you in the next video.